How to quickly transition from ordinary to elite. Stanford psychology professor Carol Dweck mentions in her book Mindset that the key to differences between individuals is neither talent nor diligence, but mindset. The level of your thinking determines the ceiling of your life. Cultivate these 7 top-tier ways of thinking, and success will be within your reach. 1. Mosquito thinking. A single raindrop is about 50 times the weight of a mosquito. With the added force of gravity, the impact on the mosquito is comparable to being hit by a speeding bus. Yet, why do most mosquitoes survive the rain? An American professor used a high-speed camera to capture how mosquitoes escape in the rain. When a raindrop strikes a mosquito's wings or legs, the insect tilts to the side of impact, rolling its body so the drop slides off. Mosquitoes are coated with hydrophobic material, much like lotus leaves, allowing them to easily shake off water by stretching out their limbs. When directly hit by a raindrop, mosquitoes go with the flow, falling alongside the drop, then quickly redirecting their flight. No matter how heavy the rain, mosquitoes escape by continuously adapting to their environment and situation. Darwin's theory of evolution suggests that the species that survive are not the strongest or the smartest, but those that respond the fastest to change. Intel co-founder Andy Grove proposed the 10x speed of change theory. External changes are always 10 times faster than we expect. If you doubt it, consider how many once thriving jobs are now being replaced by AI. In this fast-moving world, to stand firm, learn from mosquitoes in the rain, embrace change. Only by proactively changing yourself can you find certainty in uncertainty. 2. Bullet hole thinking. During World War II, a statistical research team at Columbia University was tasked with helping the U.S. military strategize to prevent planes from being shot down. The military noted that bullet holes appeared more frequently in certain parts of the planes and suggested reinforcing these areas with armor. However, mathematician Abraham Wald disagreed. He argued that the armor should be placed where there were the fewest bullet holes on the engines. Wald explained that all parts of the plane were equally likely to be hit, but the reason the engines had fewer bullet holes was that planes hit there didn't return. This is similar to how more soldiers in a hospital might have lead wounds than chest wounds, not because legs are more vulnerable, but because those with chest wounds didn't survive. Ordinary people see the damaged planes, while top-tier experts see the missing bullet holes. The difference lies in reverse thinking. Those with reverse thinking often make more accurate decisions. 3. Book return thinking. In the 1990s, the British Library planned to move from its old location in London to a new one in St. Pancras. With over 13 million books, the moving cost was estimated at £3.5 million. If you were the librarian, how would you reduce the budget? A young librarian proposed doing it for just £1.5 million. The next day, he placed an ad in the newspaper, announcing unlimited free access to borrow books from the British Library, but with a request to return them to the new location due to the relocation. By shifting the thinking from moving books to returning them, the young librarian completed 90% of the move at a fraction of the original cost. Such is the power of the leverage of thinking. 4. Lighthouse thinking. American best-selling author Michael Simmons studied self-made billionaire entrepreneurs and found that they share a remarkable similarity in how they view problems. They see the world through a 4-dimensional perspective, while most people are stuck in 1-dimensional thinking. For example, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is willing to invest billions of dollars in experiments that may fail or take over 7 years to show results. Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett only invests in companies he believes can be held long-term. SoftBank founder Masayoshi Son once asked his subordinate why most people struggle to achieve significant success. The subordinate was puzzled. Son drew a mountain, with a circle at the base and the word ideal at the peak. The ideal is a lighthouse, guiding you forward with patience, calmness, and determination. Short-term success won't blind you, and temporary failure won't scare you. So, don't overestimate what you can achieve in a year, and don't underestimate what you can change in 10 years. Always do the right thing. Time will give you the answer. 5. Upstream thinking. The team behind the Dadao app interviewed top programmers in China, asking them what their core professional challenge was. Many assumed that the challenge for top programmers was writing better code or mastering more programming languages. However, these tech giants unanimously agreed that the challenge lay in questioning the requirements. Tencent Vice President Xiao Wuche shared a story. While working at Google, he was tasked with improving ad conversion rates. The business team suggested increasing the ad font size and making the background color more eye-catching to boost conversions. But after investigating, they found that Chinese users often ignored ads at the top of the page and focused on the content below. So, they moved the ads to the bottom, significantly increasing conversion rates. Top engineers solve problems by seeing beyond the code to the human needs behind it. This is upstream thinking. 6. Lazy ant thinking. A research team at Hokkaido University in Japan found that within an ant colony, the lazy ants often lurk around while others are busy. When the researchers cut off the colony's food supply, the diligent ants seemed to panic, while the lazy ants calmly led the colony to find new food sources. Lazy ants aren't really lazy, they spend their time exploring. This is the lazy ant effect. While you're busy rushing forward, remember to occasionally look up and see the bigger picture. 7. Field thinking. In the mid-19th century, psychologist Kurt Koffka proposed field theory. The external environment is divided into two types: geographical and behavioral. The geographical environment is the real world, while the behavioral environment is imagined. Koffka told a story. One winter night, a man rode his horse through a snowstorm to an inn. The innkeeper asked where he came from, and the man pointed outside. The innkeeper, shocked, told him he had just ridden across Lake Constance. Upon hearing this, the man immediately collapsed. Had he known in advance that he would be crossing the lake, he might have died of fright. Every action we take is influenced by the field around us. The best way to change yourself is to place yourself in an environment that nurtures you. To improve focus, create a distraction-free environment. To enhance cognition, and install low-quality video apps and read more classics. To maintain a positive mindset, avoid things that make you emo and spend more time in nature. If you're dissatisfied with your current situation, start by changing your environment. Start changing yourself now. Conclusion. In Cognitive Dividends, it is mentioned that the height of your achievements in this life largely depends on your mindset. Your way of thinking determines your path. If your thoughts can't reach a certain height, neither can your steps. As the ancient saying goes, a person of high morals earns a high reputation, and a great individual speaks great words. Your mindset is the blueprint of your future, determining how far you can go and how high you can see. Every book you've read, every road you've traveled, every experience you've been through, and every person you've encountered is a stepping stone in upgrading your cognition, a cornerstone in building your understanding. These experiences are like building blocks, helping you gradually construct your comprehension of the world and your insight into life. Continuously honing yourself through practice, refining your mind in the depths of your soul, and gaining wisdom from the grind of the mundane world are essential paths to self-improvement and transcending the ordinary. Even in the seemingly trivial moments of daily life, your thinking is subtly evolving, gradually forming unique insights and wisdom. One day, you will break free from the boundaries that once confined you, step out of the circle that limited you, and see a broader sky and a more beautiful world. Just like an eagle that must fly higher to see farther horizons, you must constantly elevate your thinking to truly reach a larger world and embrace more opportunities and challenges. Let your thoughts break free from existing frameworks, constantly expand your horizons, and dare to explore the unknown. In this process, you will find that not only will your achievements gradually increase, but your inner self will also become more resilient and enriched. Because you understand that true success lies not only in achieving goals but also in the growth and transformation you gain along the way.